Once upon a time, there was a king named Prabhu who had a Brahmin minister named Devaswami. Devaswami had son named Chandraswami. Chandraswami grew up into a kingdom since he was a child and he had grown into an adult. He was really a bright student. Everybody would say he would come to a good position. Chandraswami becomes into an adult. Devaswami brings Chandraswami to meet king. When the king saw both the son and father, he then called both of them to come near him and said this.
Good to see you, Devaswami. Where have you been hiding your son all these years?
There was no need for him to see you all these years, my king, but today is a good day for you to meet him.
If you have not shown him to me all these years and you are showing him to me today, this means that you want some job to be done today.
My son has finished all his education. I am here to ask you if you can give my son a job in this kingdom if it's possible.
You do not worry about that, minister. You have been working for me loyally for so many years. Also, you have been with me in my tough and troublesome times. If this is the way I should repay you, I have no problem doing it whatsoever.
The king immediately summons one of his commanders and he says this to him.
This man named Chandraswami is my minister's son. I want you to give him a job in the army and make sure that you train them very well for the job so that he can be efficient in it.
After listening to the king's order, the commander looks at Chandraswami up and down and he says this to him.
Sure, my king. I shall do as you say.
Listening to what the commander said, Devaswami becomes very happy. Both Devaswami and his son leave the place. After they leaves the place, the commander comes to the king and he said this to him like this.
My king, I want to tell you something that is very important.
Tell me, is there any problem with the army that we are going through right now?
By God's grace, there is no problem with our army or our team right now. But I am here to tell you another important thing. The son of our minister named Chandraswami is not a good person and he is not eligible to work in the army. The reason why I am telling you this is because I have seen it with my own eyes. I have seen his behavior and how he acts. Just a few months ago, I caught him gambling along with the few rowdies in the nation. I also caught him fighting with them after gambling throughout the night. He is addicted to gambling and once I caught him, I let him go because he is the minister's son. And now I do not think it's a good idea to have a man like him in our army. That is why I want you to reconsider your decision.
I have never met Chandraswami before. This is the first time I am seeing him. His father brought him to me for the first time and he has asked me for a favor. Chandraswami looked like a strong and fit man in my eyes, which is why I gave him the job. But since you told me this, I will keep this in mind. And you have told me the right time. I shall talk to the minister and I shall get back to you.
The next day, king summons the minister and he tells him everything that commander told him. After listening to what the king said, the minister was very sad and he became worried and said this to the king like this.
It is my fault that I grieved my son very lovingly. I shouldn't have ever done that. I didn't know that he was addicted to gambling throughout my entire time with him. Now I shall go back to him and I shall scold him for what he had done. Thank you for letting me know, my king.
The minister immediately goes back to the house and he starts scolding his son.
I took you to the king to get you a job so that you can live a respectful life. But now you're addicted to gambling and you're spoiling my name. Why are you ruining your own life like this?
Father, you do not know what you are talking about. Is it so wrong to have fun with the money that I have? You only know how to earn money using hard work and determination. But you do not know how to enjoy money. Is it wrong that I like to enjoy money? When the king offered me the job to be in the army, I thought of declining it. But when I saw your face, I decided to say yes. I am not interested in working further. I do not feel like doing it.
Work is like this backbone of a man. If you don't like working, at least start a business. I will fund the money for you to start the business. Are you going to ruin my name, glory and reputation that I have built throughout the years by working for the king? You cannot live like this anymore. You need to earn living for yourself. You cannot take my money anymore. It seems like you yourself will destroy everything that I have earned. This is not the way to be a man. If you want to be a man, you have to work at something in life. If not, you will be failure.
Why do you care what I do for a living? You always think about me like I am fool. How can I express what I can feel to you? I want to live my life the way I want to live my life. Stop interfering with my thoughts and opinions.
My son, if you do not need me to tell you anything, then why do you need the father in the first place? I want you to get out of my house right now. If you don't want to listen to me, I do not need you to be here. I want you to leave right away and do not show your face until you have decided to obey my words. Go away from here and do whatever you want to do.
Chandraswami becomes very angry and upset and he leaves the house in rage. As soon as he left the house, he did not know how to survive. After weeks of staying away from his house, Chandraswami was found beaten up and wounded and he was unconscious in the forest. Priest was walking towards the forest and he saw Chandraswami beaten up body and he felt sad for him. He carried Chandraswami and took him to ashram.
I do not know who you are, but you seem like the man who has served my life. You are like a god to me. I do not know how to repay you, but I shall give my gratitude to you too.
There is no need to thank me, my friend. First, let your body heal from its wounds completely.
Sir, please listen to me.
I know everything about you, my friend. You left your father's house because he told you to leave. And then, while you were walking around, you saw a place where people were gambling. So you joined them and you started gambling. After you finishing gambling, they asked you for the money that you owed them. But you were not able to give the money that you owed them. This is because you lost all the money that you used to play with.
Hey, give me the money that I want and you can leave after that.
If you would have told them that you are the minister's son, they would not have hit you so hard. But you did not want them to know that you were the minister's son, because you did not want to embarrass his name in front of the entire nation, knowing that you did not have the money. They started beating you up severely. After they beat you up so bad, you were unconscious and you did not get up. The shopkeeper of the tavern felt very scared because he thought you were dead. So he asked his co-workers in the middle of the night to carry you and dump you in the middle of the forest where there is a lake or a pit.
Guys, take this body and dump it in a pit or a lake in the forest.
Those men grabbed your body and they went towards the forest. As they were in the forest, they were unable to find a pit or a lake, and your weight was too heavy on them and they started getting tired at that moment. They said,
What is this? I am not able to find a single pit or a lake in this forest. What shall we do? I don't care. Let us just dump him here and let us go and tell our boss that we put him in a lake.
They just dumped you in the middle of the forest out of nowhere. That is when I saw you and I saved your life. After that I gave treatment to you and now you are speaking to me.
After listening to what priest said, Chandraswami was absolutely shocked to understand that priest knows everything about him.
Enough of the conversation. Let me give you something to eat. Come over here, my friend.
Chandraswami was quite confused as how the priest would have food to give in the middle of the forest. While he was wondering, the priest immediately used his powers and his magic to transport Chandraswami into another realm. Chandraswami was transported into a place which looked like a city. Right next to him there was a house. He was shocked and confused to see all those things. Two beautiful women walked out of the house. They looked at Chandraswami and said this.
Sir, please come with us. It is an honor and a privilege for us to give your food.
Chandraswami went with those two women and he had very delicious meal. The delicious meal consisted of several different dishes, and while he was having that meal, a beautiful woman sat near him and ate with him. Chandraswami went into a bedroom which had a huge bed and slept in it. While he was sleeping in it, he thought of asking about the girl once he wakes up. After he slept for a while, he woke up and he was shocked to see that he wasn't in the place anymore. He was not in the palace and there were no two women to serve him. He came back to the priest's house.
My friend, I hope you enjoyed your meal. Was it satisfactory to your taste? I hope that they gave you the respect that you deserve.
Thank you so much for what you have done. I had a very delicious meal, but when I was there, I saw a beautiful woman. I felt like introducing myself to her.
You idiot. You thought that everything that you saw was real? Those were just an imagination that I made for you so that you can have your meal.
After listening to what priest said,
Oh, I didn't realize that, but you can teach me how to create this illusion like you did.
My friend, it is not easy to learn such a trick like that. What I have created is nothing but an illusion. This can only be achieved if you are immersed deep down in the water.
While you are immersed deep down in the water, you have to fantasize about having a completely different life where you have a wife or a few children, and why you are fantasizing it. You have to completely believe in it. You have to believe in it so much that real life should mean nothing to you, but the life that you are envisioning should be the real life in your mind. Only when you achieve such a thing could you get the powers that I have. You have to believe in what you think, and then all your imaginations in dreams will be true.
After listening to what the priest said, Chandraswami becomes very stubborn and he says this.
Priest, please believe in me. No matter how difficult it is, I shall find a way to solve it as soon as I possibly can.
After listening to what Chandraswami said,
If I ever teach the tricks that I have learned, it will be a disrespect to the trick, and it would be a disrespect for my hard work, which I have done all these years. Things like this should not be taken lightly.
Chandraswami looks at the priest and he says this to him.
Sir, I will make sure that you will not face any loss while teaching.
After listening to Chandraswami being so stubborn, priest decides to teach him the trick. He looks at him and says this to him.
First, I shall create the illusion of fire for you again. Once you go in there, let us see how long you can stay there. And if you can stay there and believe in the illusion, then I shall let you know and I shall wake you up from it. But if you refuse to believe in it, you will stay there for eternity and you will not be able to get out of it.
The priest takes Chandraswami to the nearby lake and asks him to immerse into the lake. He then gives him a very holy chant for him to recite after Chandraswami recited that holy verse. He then went inside the water and he started meditating. After he meditated for a while, Chandraswami got up from the lake and came back to the priest.
First, why did you come back so soon, my friend? If you would have stayed there, you would have been able to complete the trick. Nevertheless, what was the illusion that you had when you were deep down in that water? May I know what you were imagining?
I dreamt a dream where I was the son of a Brahmin in a huge kingdom. I grew up into a very good family and I ended up becoming the king's advisor and minister. While I was the king's advisor, I started giving him several different ideas which he implemented and made the kingdom very prosperous. Everybody in my kingdom loved me and respected me, and they treated me with kindness because of the great things that I had done. I also got married and had a lot of children. While I was living that life prosperously, I realized that this life was not a real life and this was an illusion that I was creating myself. And when I decided to end it, I realized what would happen to all these dreams and these visions that I had with the king. My father, my wife, my children, all of them would go away if I stopped dreaming. And that is when I immediately woke up and I came back to talk to you. Now I have decided to attain the full prosperity of this illusion.
Didn't I tell you that this is exactly what would happen? But why did you get up from it? If that is what you liked so much and you longed for, why did you refuse it?
The reason I wanted to get up from the illusion is because that is the life that I should be living in reality. Those are the dreams and wishes that my father had for me in my real life. Even though it felt pleasurable in my dreams and illusion, I needed to make these things happen in my real life, and I am pretty sure that you knew about this. You showed the life that I could have lived right in front of my eyes to make a change in my character. Instead of lecturing me about how should I live, you showed me the life that I would have if I would have lived the right way, just like my father said. I thank you so much for enlightening me with your magic and your illusion. Now I shall make my illusion and dream come true. By living the life that I am supposed to live, I shall obey my father's words. Thank you so much, my priest. I owe to you throughout my entire life, my priest.
Chandraswami immediately bowed down to the priest and he gave him his respects. After that, Chandraswami left the forest and he went back to his father's house. He went and told everything to his father, and his father felt glad that his son has finally decided to change from his old ways of living.
If you like this story, do like it, share it. For more new stories, please subscribe our New Stories Book English YouTube channel.